All right, this is our Sharash Ibar, and where is my... Everyone's veterans. You guys know about the stick figures and how everything transitioned. Pointing out that's where they made up the word Hebrew. So this is how they turned this into Hebrews, not knowing our culture. That's the H. That's the... It's a ah sound for us, but they use this when they turn it into an E or I in their language. That is our ba sound right there. That's our ra sound, the head of a man. That last glyph is a suffix, and that's the ancient Yah sound. Yah sound. That's the Yah. So this is a compound word. The ha is a prefix, and the Yah at the end is a suffix. The three characters in between those are the root, and that's Abar, Hi Ibaryam. That's what they were labeling Abraham. The pagans didn't know, so they made up a word and called us Hebrews. And it's very offensive because it's Ebonics. Like, you know, they say we make up words. They making up words, not even knowing, just butchering our culture. So all praise to the Most High, restoring our culture. We are the High Ibaryam. The High Ibaryam. We're the descendants of Ibar. Descendants of Ibar. All right, our tribal decoration, we already know this. And again, today is one of those things, another perfect example. If you don't really get into the culture of being an Israelite, you really can't appreciate what's going on in the world today, and you really can't glean from the scriptures like you really should if you was a cultural Israelite. So these are our scrolls. Our scrolls, we're taking them back. All right, this is their word. They say joy, and we will use these glyphs. So let me get our theme music on. Ak is in the spirit. Once again, the Most High is blessing this Ak. And y'all take your time.
Now it's not the time for us to be afraid. I'm speaking to myself too. Can somebody name a time we called upon our father Abba and he hasn't came? Messiah told us right here, it's just the burden pains. Isaiah 54, fear not, don't be ashamed. Our God don't mess around, these burden pains are not in vain. He bring us to deliverance, we headed to the wilderness. It's always been a battle, Yaakov versus everything. I'm waiting for my cane, bright lights, eternal rain. 7 seals, earth and flames, 7 trumpets ain't remain. Big bang, angels sing, wormwood, malachine. Stay inside his covering, they say you call upon his name. In them days, be as pilgrims, got to move in faith. Job 3, ashes like a base of dirt upon the face. Lions eating hay, Ibaryam, what is this place? The thing I would've gave if in my covenant Israel remained. No more ringing shots, the only bodies dropping opposition to Yah. Isaiah 65, the righteous eat, the wicked will starve. We'll put faith beside a chariot, tango a chop. We put our faith beside a Yah, text enemies abroad. Put down the pork chop so you might turn a slot. I'm talking about those who don't know the truth, not those who's in the law. Our God is gracious and filled with mercy. I mean, look, we alive. So he made sure to let us know whenever we crossing the line. The sights you see may give you fear. If I speaks, we in the ear, they should always be. Ain't no food upon that plate, though the righteous, he don't forsake my all, but told us to be. You could have that ammo stock, but without it, you trust in Yah's time, we all just be. Yeah, we in them times. Yeah, listen. We in them times, yes, we in these lines. We walking out these roads. Y'all help us to endure these trumpets and these skills escape your bones. The land is thinking, I'll take your hand and wave it at your nose. Even if we are afflicted, endurance in us like Job. 13, 15, cause love endures through all the blows. He made his people promises, best believe you gon' keep their soul. And for the ones who die, just open revelations and it shows that they in our house petitioning. They right before his throne. Don't care if you on your last, keep on pushing, watch that pass, tribulations ain't forever. The wicked one day will pass, they don't repent, they'll turn to ashes, keep on pushing and be. Them demons torturing your soul because they cowards, just be bold. Family, take it to the throne. Yeah.
That song is fire. That song is fire. Man, he's... Whew, man, let me calm down, man. That song is fire. All praise to the great I am. Anybody, this was a very hard word for me, at least. Then I finally just kept troubleshooting. Like, why would they use these characters for joy? And so it took me a minute. So if you struggle with it, listen, we're still being restored. So this was a very, very hard word for me, but I did finally get something, and okay, it made sense why they would use these characters. Anybody who took a stab at it want to offer up why do you think they would use these characters for joy? If nobody got anything,
I'll go last.
okay, got you.
Shalom, we got the Shah, the Ma, and the Cha, so, or the Ka, Shamacha, so SHAMACH or SHAMACH. That right?
Khan, yes sir, you got it.
I was a little bit I'm just kind of just looking at it, but one way off the top of the head, just looking at the characters, is like joined to the blood and protected, or joined to the covenant and protected, something like that.
Joined to the covenant and protected, and that will yield joy. I could follow that. To help, because again, this was a challenge. What biological function is going on or being displayed when someone is joyful? That's what
you're opening your mouth and like you're laughing, or you're
calm.
Yeah.
Calm. That's what I was like. Why it took me? I just made this morning. I was like, Father, why is these letters making sense for joyful, and so okay, so the teeth flowing separated. So we had this saying back in the 80s, grinning like a Chessy cat. I don't know if you guys ever heard that phrase. I don't know if it's a Southern phrase or whatever, but like or he cheesing, like if you hit a shot in the game or something, like, look at him, he cheesing, all your teeth is showing. So when I did that, I said, it makes sense why we use the shy, the teeth, the mouth of flowing, and like you said, the tent wall, a separation. Your mouth is wide open, you're laughing, your belly rolling. And I said, this is just a simple way of life. Anybody, Narai, you wanted to jump in here?
Khan, my mind is kind of all over the place because I'm at work, but hearing you and Shamar, both of y'all's examples kind of went in line with what I was thinking, because I saw what Shamar was saying as far as being joined to the blood and protected. But as far as like being joyful, one thing that I always thought about when our people, the Most High gave us victory or some sort of salvation, we always would start to sing songs right after that of the victory. So to sing of the power's protection is one of the things that I thought of, but also Sham Cha, to be called by his name forever, Sham and then Cha, because I remember when Shamar was bringing out the character Cha could also represent eternity. So I was thinking about those two things specifically, to sing of the power's protection and to be called by his name forever, Sham Cha.
Khan, I can see that too. That is, I would say that was the second level. That's like the more intrinsic, because again, we know that being called by his name forever yields our joy. So I definitely can see where your thought process with that. That's a great way to process it as well. Again, it's just this way of life of ours is not really hard. It's hard because we're still kind of foreigners. So that's why, like I said, this one, I started to change it. I was like, well, it was really troubling me. Like, why they would use these characters? And then again, you know, just keep trying to troubleshoot. It makes sense. It makes sense. So we would say SHAMACH or SHAMACHA. Again, I really think the 10th wall has the CH, like church sound, instead of the hard K, because we already have the palm of the hand making our hard K sound. So, but I just been in the habit over the years still using that 10th as a K, the hard K. So whether you say SHAMACH or SHAMACH or SHAMACHA, we're not sure, but this is our word for joy. This is our word for joy. It makes sense in our culture. Any other comments or questions about SHAMACH? All right, so this is just us coming back to our culture and the context of joy. Just one way is the flowing of the teeth and the mouth being open. You know, you guys know when we're feasting up, we're cracking up, belly rolling, and that's just who we are as a people. And that would be SHAMACH or SHAMACHA. It's joy for us. And this is just an exercise. And again, you guys can do this throughout the week as you're doing your studies. Pick a word you come across, and it really helps. It really helps to develop your mind in the Shemitic sense and return us to our culture. So this is our word today. It's joy or SHAMACH. SHAMACH. All praise to the great I am. So